Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Wednesday, May 7th. All right, let's hop right in and see what's going on. What is going on in the energy? What are we talking about today? Bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. We've got hoping and family. All right. And we've got trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. It's an interesting start. Okay, bottom of the deck here is emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected. Someone here is hiding how they're truly feeling. All right. Someone here was wearing a mask. Someone's feeling stuck. I think someone here was manifesting a new beginning with you, and they're feeling very unstable over something that they feel like is holding them back, and they certainly were not expressing this to you. Got introvert. This could be somebody who's very private. Fury. Yikes. Bottom of the deck, reservation. Give me one more here. Fate. Aid. Somebody was like, somebody could have been isolating themselves. I don't know if it's because somebody else was mad, or they're doing this intentionally. Somebody was purposefully wearing a mask. There was a reason behind why they were wearing this mask. Okay, let's keep going. We've got loss, relaxation, libation, stress. Somebody was giving to either somebody or this is somebody here who they were purposefully wearing a mask, and they were giving to either another situation or people or person, but they really wanted a new beginning with you. All right, that's as far as I've gotten so far. We got live and learn. Indulgence. Yeah, somebody was purposefully wearing a mask, trying to make it seem like they were not falling apart. This is someone who was absolutely falling apart. This is someone who cares very much for you. They were doing this. Okay? They were giving you the silent treatment. They were staying quiet, being elusive, not expressing themselves. They gave to a situation that they regret giving to. If they don't regret giving to the situation, they certainly learned a lesson in whatever happened here. So somebody was like being friendly with another person or opening up to another person in some way, shape, or form, and it backfired on them. Okay, it looks like they lost you in the process of this. Okay, so wherever they were investing their time, it came at the cost of a separation between the two of you. This person was purposefully wearing a mask. What I'm getting here is that somebody was upset about maybe someone's feelings for you. Someone has feelings for you, and another person was upset about that. And this person may have wore a mask around that person. Okay, maybe not being honest with them about how they feel about you, maybe being friendly with them, even though they may have known that this could have caused an issue. Whatever it was, they were wearing a mask in two situations. They were wearing a mask towards somebody who was angry about the fact that they have feelings for you. And they were also wearing a mask towards you in the way that they were not being open and honest with you about how they were falling apart during a separation that happened between the two of you. Got strategy, loneliness, marriage. What is this? Blessing, trap, schedule. Someone was being very stubborn in a situation. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going because I'm not getting the deets and I want the deets. All right. Somebody's had an epiphany since then about possibly a friendship. Let's keep going. And something to do with family. There's like friends and family here. By the book. Okay. Truth be told, chaos and conflict. Someone didn't want to tell another person about how they felt about you. They were fearing some sort of judgment here to the sea. They thought that they would be outcasted. They thought that if they were honest with this person about how they felt about you, that that was going to isolate them. Okay. Or with marriage and isolation coming out together, this person may have feared multiple people's judgment. This could have been friends and family. Okay. Because I said we got friends and family coming out here. So there could be something that is different about this connection. All right. We've gone over this 100 times. It's not out of the ordinary for soulmates or twin flames to have something about surface. Okay, this is something on the surface. This is two souls that are meant to be together, but on the surface there's something about it that might not be by the book. Okay, so whatever that is for you, someone here was afraid of judgment. They were afraid that if they came together with you, that your marriage or your union would be rejected by the outside world, by society, possibly by their friends, by family. Okay, they were really worried about judgment, and they may have been afraid to tell you this. Right path. It's coming out to clarify by the book. Late night partying, getting drunk, Virgo. Love yourself. Stuck. Unresolved trauma, holding on to the past. So there could be a Virgo here. All right, somebody who was this could be someone who likes to go out and drink. A Taurus turning back around. Gemini. We definitely got earth signs out here. We got Taurus and Virgo. There could have been a Virgo or a Taurus that was like trying to convince somebody here to maybe return to a situation from their past, or to just take time for themselves. Maybe if this person was in a relationship in the past or a marriage in the past, it was more by the book. It was something that looked good on paper. It looked good when they walked out in public together. They could hold hands with each other and nobody's going to judge them because it looked right. Okay, but it was not right. But someone here is trying to convince somebody, or in the past, they were trying to convince somebody that this is what is right. You need to spend time loving on yourself. You need to consider going back to the past. You need to consider what things looked like. Not even they, I mean, they probably wouldn't say it like that. But I get the feeling that this is somebody who doesn't live a very righteous lifestyle. This is somebody who's out at night drinking, partying, trying to tell another person that they're wrong for being in love with who they're in love with because it doesn't look right. Okay? We got universe. We can try again. You know the ending. This mask again is sticking out here. False person. Masking emotions. Fake. You got masks all over the place here. Somebody was wearing a mask. Somebody wasn't being honest, is what this is. I'm not going to necessarily take false person here. What I'm taking is this person was wearing a mask. It says masking emotions. Fake. It's like this person was aware that, hey, when I was in that past situation, or when I was doing things by the book or the way that people were expecting me to be, I didn't feel good. I didn't feel like I was myself. I felt like I was putting on a show. This is who I am. This is who I love. This is what I want. This is definitely a struggle of being open and honest. I love you, distance, traveling. Yeah, this is coming out to clarify chaos and conflict. So there was a separation between you and this person, and they love you. But there was pressure, outside pressure, and this person was choosing to mask their emotions. And it's not that they weren't feeling them. They were feeling them. They were feeling unstable. They were feeling really upset. They were probably crying a lot. Sex, craving intimacy. This person like wants union with you. Sexual union, romantic union, possibly marriage. Like this is somebody who they're genuinely attracted to you regardless of what anybody thinks. Okay? They feel it. They feel a real connection with you. Somebody could have been shaming them for this. This person was feeling this very deeply. Okay? We got sliding in your DM, Sagittarius, boss babe, business mindset. You could be a Sagittarius. This person could be a Sagittarius. This could just be about this person. Although they were hiding how they felt about you, they may have still been reaching out to you. They may have still been trying to stay in communication with you, even though they weren't being expressive about how they were feeling. You know, the fact that they love you and the fact that, there were some issues going on as far as them feeling comfortable expressing this maybe to other people. Okay, we got building blocks. I think you were unfocused on this. Or maybe this is somebody who you felt like you could build a future with, and you're like, what happened here? Okay, I thought we had something good going on, and this person kind of disappeared. Okay, we got unfinished symphony, observer. Truth be told, this could definitely be someone that you like felt the same way about. Okay, and we're kind of looking back like, is it like, are we gonna do anything with this, or are we gonna talk about it? Okay, And then right here at the top of the deck here, we got someone admires you more than you know. Okay. All right. We've got God's servant. And then we've got, this is a nursery rhyme. Okay. It's, let me see if I can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger. So which finger did he bite? This little finger on my right. I know I didn't get the tune right there. We'll have to get some clarifiers to see why that's coming out specifically, okay? We got enraged. And we've got coworker, manager. Okay. So for some of you, we've got project, cluster B personality disorder, air sign, slip through their fingers, February, early morning backfires. I don't know what that's all about, but, and then we got ascension symptoms. I don't know. There could be a coworker or a manager involved here, someone that's pissed. Let's see, ascension. What is this nursery rhyme here for? 2 of Swords. Up in the clouds. Yeah, I mean, what I'm getting here is somebody was trying to convince someone to go back to a situation that they weren't happy in. Okay, so it's, I caught a fish alive and then I let it go. Well, why did you let it go? Because it bit my finger. Well, which finger did it bite? This one here, right? So it's like someone was trying to explain to someone, like, I walked away from the situation that I was in the past, that I was in the past, because I wasn't being treated right. Okay. And this person's like, well, why, what happened? Well, this is what happened. Well, where does it hurt, type of thing, or where's the damage? Well, this is the damage. Okay. It's almost like they were trying to explain to somebody why they let go of a specific situation. And this person was trying to keep them stuck, like in a place of indecision. And this person's like, I just don't understand why somebody would want to try to convince me to go back to a situation that made me unhappy, or to try to persuade me to go in a direction that I know I walked away from for my highest good. This here is what prompted somebody to ascend, is having these types of conversations with people. Okay, so remember earlier I said this person was wearing a mask. They weren't telling you how they felt about you. They were also wearing a mask to another individual or people. I'm getting a specific individual. I don't know who it is yet. But they were conversing with somebody. They learned something from doing this. It prompted them into an ascension. Like at some point in this, the 5 of Cups is the overall energy here. So this could be a situation where somebody is supposed to be the favorite niece of the family, and they're having a conversation with their aunt, and their aunt is anti whatever your relationship is. No, you got to do things by the book. This is the way it needs to be done. And this person's like, this is my favorite aunt. Like, they've loved me my entire life. Yet they're sitting here telling me things to go back to a situation that makes me unhappy, or that makes me sad. Okay? Memories of the past that make them very sad. Why am I being pointed in this direction? And why does this conversation feel like this? So on the indulgence card that's in that other deck, there's 3 upright cups, right? They're drinking, having a good time. This person may have been drinking with them, maybe they weren't, but this other person seems to be a drinker. So it's like they were indulging, at least in conversation with this person, but they weren't feeling good. They weren't feeling good about the conversation. They weren't feeling good about any of it. It didn't feel like a celebration to them. All right. This prompted someone into this ascension. You got trash box. This is coming out with enraged. It came out in the reverse. I'll take it in the reverse, but I'm not real sure why. Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, secrets. Okay, so you've got someone here who was enraged about the idea of this person being with you. They were presenting themselves as a friend of theirs, right? They weren't presenting themselves as the clown that they are. Why? Because if they did, then they would have an Ace of or Ace of Wands in the reverse. So they were presenting themselves as a trash box in the reverse, a nice person, a friend, a family member, whatever. But they were enraged, okay? They were holding back how they were feeling. So you got two people wearing a mask now. You've got someone wearing a mask as far as indulging in friendly banter with someone. And then you've got another person wearing a mask acting like, hey, I'm here to, this is for your highest good, right? I'm having this conversation with you because I care for you. Go back to what made you sad, because it's what's expected of you. Okay. So anyways, we've got judgment here at the bottom of the deck. This can be all about awakenings. We got ascension symptoms here at the top of the deck. What are these ascension symptoms? Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so someone caught on to something here, some kind of sneaky behavior, maybe a message, something that they said to them, some kind of offer that was given to them. There's something that happened. Yeah, innocence and Five of Wands. This was someone who was like, they said or did something that felt very intrusive or like an attack on you or on them. This is what would have exposed them as the trash box that they are, and also what made this person go through the ascension. Because I said, what were the ascension symptoms? You got the Chariot, Knight of Wands, the Emperor, Wheel of Fortune. There was some kind of in and out behavior here. Something that was in and out. I don't know how this correlates to ascension symptoms. It does look like that when this person made a decision to walk away from indulging, maybe that things got better for them. That could be part of it, but ascension symptoms, they could, I don't know. I don't even know if this is the best deck for that, to be honest with you. Three of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. It's like it's spontaneous awakening is what I'm getting. It's like this back and forth, this engaging with something that was deceptive. They were just holding themselves back, and it's like they just woke up to it. Yeah, the Hanged Man. This is coming out to clarify coworker, manager. So this could have been a coworker or a manager that this person was associating themselves with or conversing with. Divine guidance, the world. They were divinely guided to close this cycle out. Ace of Swords. There was some kind of breakthrough, some kind of truth. We got the Star. Okay, this led to healing. This person could be an Aquarius. You can be an Aquarius. We got the Emperor, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Wands. Yeah, it's giving very spontaneous awakening. Almost like, and I don't know, this person, obviously they were divinely guided. So this could have been through, this was through exposure. This person was exposed for being, I don't know, like an op of sorts, someone that wasn't really looking for them to do things by the book because they really thought that's what was best for them. Text message, unsent messages. Regrets, mistakes. Yeah, this person is definitely in regret. I think they're in regret for holding back from you. Grass is greener. Bottom of the deck here, friends. Yep. So there's some kind of friends. So it looks like there was a friend that could be a coworker of theirs. We got imprisonment. Mature woman. This person felt like they couldn't contact you. Concern. Thoughts. This person was afraid to tell you something. They were concerned about something, but they felt like they couldn't reach out to you. They felt like they were stuck. And I mean, that was one of the first things that came out, was stuck. Official person, main male, community, privileged lady, thief, marriage, coffin. What is this official person? Marriage. What is this main male? Adjudication. What is this community? Unexpected income. Despair. Oof. This person was really struggling through this separation here. There's something about image. Main female, courthouse, distant horizons. This could be somebody from your past. Okay. House, expectation, journey. High honor, message of concern, family room. Let me reverse all of this so I can get all this. Because this isn't necessarily giving this newer person. It's almost giving past person here. Okay, so this could have been somebody who, I don't know, maybe someone from your past. Okay, it's given this past, like, karmic-y person. They may have considered leaving somebody, either someone that they were married to or someone who they've been in a long-term relationship with, and they may have had a friend of theirs who was telling them to go back to this situation. Okay, are you following that? All right, so that's what it's giving. I mean, I wasn't sure if we were talking about this new masculine or this old masculine, but this is giving the old masculine here. Okay, basically they made a decision based on image, so whatever they're, so again, I mean, I don't like to look at this as a divine counterpart here, so it's kind of switching up the gears now because we're talking old masculine, karmic masculine. This person, there may have been something different here. So maybe this person was in a relationship. Maybe this person was married. Okay. There's something that was going on where maybe if they were married or in a relationship, this person was saying, oh, you know, it's not right to leave the person that you're with to go be with the collective. Okay. You need to go back. You need to stay in your marriage. You need to work on your relationship because that's what looks right. Okay. That's kind of what this is giving. This was a friend of theirs that did this. We've got grass is greener and mature man. And then we've got courtship here at the bottom of the deck. So what I'm getting here is, because you're coming out as the mature woman. Okay, so you've got someone here who did not tell you that they loved you. They let a friend influence their decision. This friend could have been an earth sign, a Virgo, a Taurus, not necessarily, but that's what came out at the beginning. Could have been a Sagittarius, that also came out. That those could also be either your signs or this person's signs. Either way, you're coming out as the mature woman. Okay, this person felt stuck, like they couldn't tell you what was going on, why they made the decision that they made, whatever. Grass is greener, courtship, mature man. What's coming out is you just moved on from this situation. Okay, to you, you're like, I'm just going to let this situation go. I want to be with somebody who's on my level. I'm not trying to like stick around for someone who wants to do things based on image, what it looks like, what their friends are telling them to do. Okay. And you may have moved on to somebody who is your match. Okay. Mature woman, mature man. All right. Let's keep going. What is this friends here at the bottom of the deck? Main female, privileged lady, false person. So somebody sent somebody a message here. This could have been friends of this main female, who is the feminine that this main male chose over you, essentially. Okay. And they were telling this person that you were the false person, right? The privileged lady's the false person. That's not the right person. The right person is this main female. Okay. And main male. So it could have been friends of this it could have been friends of this couple, basically. So that's what that's about. All right, let's keep going. So you got someone from your past who's in regret for not telling you that they loved you. Sun, strength, empowerment, heart chakra opening, compassion, happiness, truth revealed. Self-love, intentions, focused on the desires of the heart, self-worth, expansion, manifesting. Feminine energy, yin, intuitive, nurturing, creative, wounded, insecure, victim. Bottom of the deck, Pluto, letting go, death card, endings, resilience, transformation, power. So if this is someone who chose another person over you, okay? So whatever the situation was, whether you were in a relationship with them and they went to, oops, wrong move, secret exposed. So anyways, wishes coming true, role model. So anyways, this person's in regret. They feel like they made the wrong decision. 3333 was just on the clock. They can see that you've moved on. You stepped into your power. You let the situation go. You went through a full-blown transformation. Okay, with the sun, strength, self-love, feminine energy. You did not play the victim here. You weren't going to sit in this wounded, insecure victim mentality and go, oh my gosh, this person chose another person over me, and I'm just going to sit here and wilt and die. Okay, no, you chose to transform your life. Okay, you want to choose someone else over me? That's fine. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to love on myself since you don't want to love on me, and I'm going to move on. Okay, because I deserve someone who chooses me. That's the right thing to do. That's what a strong woman or feminine energy, definitely could be man, that's what a strong person does, is they say okay, and you move on, right? So that's that. Oh man, we got birds, dice, There's something here about divine communication, taking a chance. When you took a chance here, when you walked away and you said, all right, I'm letting go, I'm going to go through this transformation here, something happened with your heart chakra. Your heart chakra opened. Okay, maybe you had a closed off heart chakra in the past, especially if you had somebody that was juggling you, going back and forth between you and another person. You got bridge. You totally invested in yourself. You set your intentions on what it is that you wanted for your future. You embraced this. We got letter, writer, birds, ring, lady. Yeah, you some of you could have wrote stuff down. You could have written down on paper exactly what it was that you wanted to manifest. But it's like you turned it's turning pain into power type of thing. And not in an arrogant way. This is maybe you really loved this person in the past. Like you were really like, this is my person. And this person chose someone else. And it's like, okay, that's not my person, obviously, right? Because they chose somebody else. So I'm going to love on myself and I'm going to fill my own cup. And I know exactly what I want in the future. And I'm going to manifest that. That's what you did here. You made a decision to heal and to open your heart to new love. You got fish and lilies. Could have been manifesting money through creative projects here. Some of you could be manifesting pregnancy. Beauty. Okay, so you took the way that you started to manifest this new life here is through a creative outlet, whatever that is for you. Meditation, rest, grounding. Okay, you took this pain, you let this past relationship go, and you made a conscious decision to manifest exactly what it is that you really want: a true love, a true partner, someone who chooses you. um, and you had to choose yourself in order to be able to call that in. All right, let's keep going. Fate, fortune, wheel of fortune, karma, cycles, divine intervention, divine detours. Clarity, truth, heightened intuition, seeing things. Belief system, facade, conditioning, expectations, conformity, evaluating long-held beliefs, awakening. I don't know. So it looks like, I mean, you know how I feel about this karmic masculine. I'm not a fan of them. But whatever. We got hand of cards, taking a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Wedding rings, healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Yeah, you pieced your heart back together. You stitched it back together and started manifesting union. This person didn't know that that's what you were doing during this time. Boats, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So you've insane chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. Passion, you're sharing passion with another person. For some of you, you said, okay, I'm going to let this go. You healed yourself and you manifested exactly what it is that you want. And now you have somebody in your life who you share a lot of passion with, really good chemistry. You got exactly what you needed because you didn't manifest it from a place of hate. You manifested it from a place of trust, trusting the universe. I trust you. I trust divine guidance. I'm going to open my heart to this. I'm going to continue to follow the guidance, which is to heal yourself. You know, whatever path you took, the universe was co-creating in order to allow you time to heal, to call in exactly what it is that you were looking for. So this wouldn't be a situation where now you could have met somebody shortly after walking away from the situation, but this isn't something that would have manifested into a relationship right away. Okay, you would have been guided to take that time to heal yourself. Shadow work. Yeah, you were doing shadow work this entire time. This past person was unaware of this. This past person doesn't know what you've been doing. So while they were in a situation where they were listening to a friend that they didn't realize, obviously this friend was enraged, right? Someone who was very angry at the idea that this person loved you, angry at the idea that they would do something out of the box, something different, but they weren't showing their hand in that way. They weren't showing their hand to this person. Something was illuminated to this person for them to realize this person's just a fucking hater. They don't care about me being with. Maybe this person went back to someone else or chose somebody else, and then this friend like started ignoring them, right? It's like, well, fuck you. Now that you're back in your miserable situation, I don't want anything to do with you. I just didn't want you to go to the collective because I'm stuck in a miserable marriage or relationship, but it looks good. It could have been something like that. That's pretty sad, but hey, whatever. You got your protect your feelings. This is coming out in the reverse. Hope. This is heart chakra opening. This is my heart is fucking broken, but I'm going to put it back together and I'm going to keep my heart open and I'm going to hope for the best, for what it is that I thought maybe I had with this past person. Renewal. Creativity in the reverse. Gloom and worry. Reflection. Courage. Dreams, let go. What is this? Who's having closure issues here? Because it looks like you moved on. Intuitive Kev, Eight of Pentacles, social media, Three of Swords. There's someone here who's heartbroken, right? This would be this masculine from the past. This person's heartbroken. It's twofold for this person, okay? The way that they act is, you know, we all know they're out of fucking control. But it's two-part for this person. This person loved you and they didn't express it. And now they're heartbroken because they found out that whoever it was that they listened to didn't give a shit about them. They just didn't want them with you. And now you've already healed from this past relationship. You accepted it for what it was. You kept your heart open. You did the healing work. You stitched your heart back together. And for a lot of you, you've met someone that you really enjoy their company. Okay? Like, you can't fabricate healing either. Once you've healed from it, you've healed from it, right? You could have been in the process of healing from it, but then may have reached a point where it's like, I'm healed, you know? So someone here doesn't want to let you go. They're heartbroken. This could be someone you work with. They're definitely watching you work on social media. They can see your posts somehow. We got Queen of Cups, Divine Partner, Five of Cups, the Empress, King of Wands. That's too many fucking people. I can't keep up with all that. That's too many. Sorry. Too many people not trying to piece all that together. There's a lot of people involved in this situation. I'll say that. Okay, we got Knight of Pentacles, emotional manipulator in the reverse. So this person, this new person that you share passion with, is somebody who's in it for the long haul. This is not someone who's going to play with your heart. This is somebody who, they really like you a lot, okay? They're in it. They're in it. They're honest. Okay, this person from the past could have been someone who was very fast moving in and out. They definitely have mixed feelings about you leaving them behind. They're heartbroken, but you know, if this person was really in love with you, right, then they probably wouldn't have listened to their friends. I'm just saying. They probably would have maybe taken a friend's thoughts into consideration, but it wouldn't have held them back from committing to you. That's my humble opinion in that's not coming out in the tarot cards. It is my opinion, like I said, that I don't believe that if this person was truly in love with you, they would have chosen another person over you. Whether it was something that looked better on paper or not. I believe that true soul counterparts choose each other. All right, let's keep going. What else? I think, okay, we've already done those. I'm trying to go back. This is someone who's trying to go back in time. Because I mean, I went back 4 decks. Someone here wants to go back in time. They want to undo what they did. They want to undo the fact that they chose someone else over you. All right. Heartbreak can hurt even if it's a karmic to you. Okay. My opinion after doing all these readings for, you know, what, the last 6 months, is that this person was karmic to you. You were karmic to them. That doesn't mean that there's not heartache and pain. You were heartbroken. You had to heal your heart. This person's finding themselves where you were when you felt heartbroken because this person chose another person over you. They're now seeing that you've moved on, that you are choosing what they're seeing it as. The collective is now choosing somebody over me. No, that's not what happened. What happened was you accepted that they chose somebody over you, and you healed your heart and kept your heart open, and you kept hope that you would get the true love that you wanted. And you did. That's what happened. Now this person's like, shit, I chose wrong. I should have chosen the collective because I love the collective, and I should have listened to what, you know, I was feeling inside of my heart, but it was more important to me of what my friends thought. The decision was made, choices were made, things happened, you were heartbroken, you healed. This person has that same opportunity. They can heal themselves, they can call in their true counterpart, but guess what it takes? Work, acceptance. Date night, get ready to be wined and dined. Some of you are going to be going out on a date soon. We've got earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you could be going out with an earth sign, or you can be an earth sign. We got gold digger. Someone here wants somebody's damn money. What the shit is this? Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Well, hopefully you're not manifesting a gold digger. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. Challenges. Make a decision, work on inner healing, let go, make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. Well, what is this about? Because is this the collective? This doesn't seem right. Legal issues, Page of Swords, King of Swords. No, this is this person from the past that we're talking about. I'm not going to use the deck I was going to use for clarifiers. I'm going to use the tarot here. So there's something to do with money. Whoa, 10 of Pentacles. This friend here was, I don't know, maybe we got King of Cups, Three of Cups, the Magician, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, Four of Wands. There could be a Cancer involved in this situation somewhere. There's a lot of people, and they're all coming up in this reading too. It's hard to keep up when a lot of people come up. This person maybe manifested, I don't know, it's almost like they could be trying to manifest now. What the hell is this? Whoa. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Swords, Justice, Karmic Connection, Ace of Cups, Temperance, Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords, Four of Wands, Five of Cups, Death. What the hell? All right, let me just tune in real quick. Somebody invested in the wrong place. They're missing you. They invested in a karmic connection. They're in their head. What is this here? They could be being called or divinely guided to stop giving to the situation that they're in. What else? They could now be trying to manifest somebody with money. I don't know what this person's got going on. Ace of Pentacles. They're looking for an offer here. No, they're upset that you're getting an offer. Maybe by somebody who has money because they have secrets. So this person that chose another person over you is in their head because they didn't want, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, King of Swords, secrets. So your ex here that chose somebody else over you, they're upset that you're going to get this offer, right? Because you probably got true love with someone who, I don't know, has everything that you were desiring. This could be a successful emperor here. This person's jealous. This past person's jealous. They've got a lot going on. They want to come in and like, I don't know what the hell they want to do, but this person's, they're all over the place. Talk, conversation, get on the same page. Maybe they want to talk to you. Commitment, long-term relationship. Alien, telepathic, dreams, songs, magnetic here. Someone wants to talk to you about being in a long-term relationship with you. Let's see who this is. Four Cups. This is this past person. Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. This person's drinking. They're drinking. They could come in blowing smoke up your ass about how they want something. They want to work with you. They're hiding something. See how the Ace of Swords is shoved in the side of a mountain? You can't see it. It's not, they're hiding something. Two of Cups. They may want to come in and say that they want to be in a relationship with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Wands. They're competing. They could be trying to get other masculine energies to stay away from you. Knight of Swords. Yeah, they're being an ass here. If you've got other masculine energies that want you, this person thinks they're in competition. But this person's hiding. This person could still be in a commitment. They're regretting the choice that they made. They hate that you're moving on. They hate that you're calling in what you deserve and that you share passion with another person. They feel like, I'm just going to fight off everybody who comes in, and I'm going in, I'm going to tell the collective that I want to be in a relationship with them. But this person's drinking, they're hiding things. The Star. Strength. They're being guided to heal, and they don't want to do the work. Their ancestors are not very happy with them right now. Okay? This person doesn't want to heal. They just want to act a fool. But they're being guided to do the healing work here. They're trying to do something sneaky. You got the Seven of Swords, and then you got the Queen of Pentacles to you. They're mad at the Most High because you're being given to generously. This person's seeing it all fucking wrong. They're seeing it all wrong. You know, it's like someone, we got offer, proposal, commitment, realization, children, anxiety, crushed. I don't even know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it. Don't neglect, reject, or abandon yourself. Then it won't matter if anyone else does. Allowing people their own path is a powerful way to show incredible unconditional love. It's okay to make mistakes. Forgive yourself. I don't know. This person, I mean, it's like, well, why is this reading coming up? Because for some of you, this person's going to come in asking for another chance. But they're hiding something. They don't want to heal. They're in regret because they did love you, but it was a karmic connection. And if this person did the healing, which is what they're being guided to do, but instead they're like yelling at God instead of taking the divine guidance to heal, if they would take the time to do that work, then they would realize that, okay, I now see what this connection was. It doesn't mean that there wasn't love between the two of you. It just means that it was a learning experience. Okay? Karmic breakups do hurt. Participate. Do not confuse intention with entitlement. The entitlement to demand from the world leaves you with nothing. The world is rich, and so are you. This person feels entitled to your energy. Stay true. The need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it's your responsibility to stay true to yourself. That's where this person fucked up. This person fucked up. They had someone in their ear telling them, you got to do things this way. And they weren't being true to themselves. They have that, and it's like now that they realize that they made a mistake and that this friend's not there for them the way that they thought they were, and that their friend was just jealous, now they want to come in and be like, no, you're mine. No, the collective has healed. The collective has moved on. For a lot of you, the collective is about to be in a relationship with someone who they share chemistry and passion with. So go heal your ass, and you'll find the same thing for you. 9-9, new beginnings. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. Feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. So for some of you, this person's going to come in telling you that they love you and that they want a relationship with you. It's up to you what you want to do here. When a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It's closed for a reason. You're being redirected to something far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. Be true to yourself in all ways. Not everyone will get you. They can only understand from their level of perception. That's on them. No matter what people say, don't ever doubt your worth or the beauty you hold within. Stand tall in your power. Be clear about where you are putting your focus right now. Focus on your desired outcome. You have everything within to create the life of your dreams. Stop doubting yourself for once. This is your time. We've got you. So for some of you, you need to be aware that this person's going to come in telling you that they love you and that they want to be with you. And you also have to consciously make a decision on whether you're willing to take this person back or you're not. You need to be prepared for this conversation in case it happens. It may not, but this person's energy certainly leans in that direction sometimes. They're regretting that they didn't tell you how they really felt about you. They're regretting that they weren't honest with you about what went down, okay? I mean, the fact is they chose someone else over you. Play, beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. So just fucking clock out of work. No, that's just hilarious though. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So for some of you, you do need to clock the fuck out of work. Oh, it's funny. All right, let's get a closing message here. We've got weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. All right, here we go. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's, to stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders, to put on your own oxygen mask first. Don't put it down, put it on. In these changing times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can't take on its problems from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others, and that's incredible. But the way you've been doing so is likely unsustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off to the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to a nourishing practice such as meditation, soul inquiry, deep breathing, or exercising in nature. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you can face the day, the state of the world, and care for others. And at the day's end, take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that's not yours to carry. You can pick it up again the next morning if you so choose, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. Starseed Soul Inquiry, what are you carrying that isn't even yours? Okay, that's something to meditate on. With the last couple of the angel message and that closing message, you're being called to rest. Okay, some of you may be overworking, some of you may be starting your day off too quickly. I know I am guilty of this. I had a conversation with the guy at the front desk at the chiropractor who has been encouraging me. He said, what do you do first thing in the morning? I said, I get my phone. And he said, no, we don't do that. And I'm like, no, we do. Like, I do. I'm not going to lie. He's like, well, we need to work on that. So anyways, I'm going back to the chiropractor today, and conversation's probably going to come back up when I get there. What did you do this morning? I grabbed my phone. So I'm guilty of this. I'm also guilty of overworking too. So anyways, I think as a collective, we're being called to slow down a little bit. Okay, maybe that means like it was saying in that closing message, which is just a, confirmation for me that I need to implement this in my own life. Maybe don't grab your phone in the morning. He did explain to me that you're giving yourself like a dopamine rush first thing in the morning, and then your brain's expecting it the rest of the day. So like he had a reason why I shouldn't do that. I didn't want to hear it, of course, because I love to grab my phone first thing in the morning. What did I miss? Um, but he's got a point. And honestly, I felt very peaceful. My energy was very peaceful reading that, especially the part that said what it was like exercising in nature or something like that. Like that sounds, how much more enjoyable would that be first thing in the morning than getting up and grabbing your phone and looking at, like, it's just nonsense stuff that I'm looking at, just opening apps, group chats, stuff like that to see what's going on. What did I miss? I mean, it's the same shit, right? But imagine getting up and not touching my phone and walking outside and just, I've got a beautiful driveway here. I counted the steps yesterday. It was 348 steps down the driveway and back. Beautiful, just quiet walk. But how nice would that be in the morning to just do that? Stretch a little bit, be outside, listen to the birds, listen to the quiet. Probably be a much better way to start the day. But anyways, it sounds like maybe we're carrying too much. Even just this reading, the weight of it's heavy. This is somebody else's weight too. This isn't the collective's weight. This is the weight of somebody who's in regret from your past. Okay, you don't have to carry that weight. You don't have to carry the weight of anybody else. Okay, just take care of yourself. Get the rest that you need. Maybe start your morning off doing something meditative. And that's it. So that's going to wrap up this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like and subscribe button, and I will see you during the next reading. Take care.